City builder and survival game Frostpunk is now fully available on Mac. Today, we're going to see how the game performs across Apple M1 and Intel Mac machines. Unlike the studio's previous games from This War of Mine, Children of Mortar, or Moonlighter, which all released the same day on Mac as other platforms, Frostpunk was not so lucky. The game was originally released in April 2018, with Mac support expected for February 2019. Once this date hit, at the last minute, 11-bit studios had to quickly drop the Mac version from sale. An irritating bug was found in the code of Frostpunk, causing technical difficulties and nasty performance on Mac. They explained to me via email to get the game working on Mac, they basically had to rewrite a big part of the game. They tried to apply the same knowledge of the console version of Frostpunk to the Mac version. This didn't work. They ended up partnering with a professional porting company who helped them to resolve the Mac performance. The game is now fully live for Mac, and I was really impressed to see Frostpunk showcased on the Steam front page banner. The Mac version comes with full Metal API support, Liquid Engine support, which is a proprietary engine built for Frostpunk, and the game is an x86-64 application. It also has some very high requirements, most notably 16 gigabytes of memory and a 4GB graphics card on Mac. This is the first game I've seen on Mac that wants 16 gigabytes of memory as the minimum requirement. Apple M1 is not officially supported, but as you'll come to find, it's playable under Rosetta 2. So I'm adding Apple M1 to my own unofficially supported list. To showcase the game on a fully supported Mac model, we have this 2025K iMac with 64GB of memory, a 10-core processor, and a 16GB GPU. At 1080p Ultra with VSync enabled, it sees 60 FPS on average, no problem. It appears to drop frames during menu interaction, mind you, which is bizarre but not game-breaking by any means. We didn't record it, but this machine will get 70 FPS with VSync off when at 1440p resolution and ultra settings. Our other 2025K iMac with 8GB of memory, an 8-core processor, and an 8GB GPU has practically the same performance. Even after a few hours of testing, the frame rate doesn't really drop. So I'll make the assumption that the recommendation of 16GB of memory is just for safekeeping on 11-bit Studio's part. It might not be necessary. Now, while Apple M1 machines are not officially supported, the game is playable under Rosetta 2. I'm sure most are aware, Rosetta is a translation process that allows users to run apps that contain x86-64 instructions on Apple Silicon. Playing at 900p or 1080p resolution always resulted in the frame rate dropping into the low 20s after just a few minutes of playtime. We found it was best to play at 720p with VSync off and the following graphical settings enabled. It's almost at the high quality preset. At these settings, you should receive a more stable FPS on average, even after long play sessions, based on our testings anyway. This performance here is not amazing, but it's playable. If the game was updated for Apple Silicon, I don't think it's crazy to imagine performance could significantly increase. And for low-end Mac machines, it's significantly better performance from previous generation Macs. For example, our 13-inch MacBook Pro from 2019 sees 30 FPS at first, and then after a few minutes goes anywhere from 12 to 20 FPS, and this is at 720p and the low quality preset. I've been speaking with 11-bit studios since around early 2019, and while it took ages for the game to release on our platform, I'd like to thank them for continuously updating me personally, and most importantly, the general public about the Mac version. Anyway, after all of this, are you going to buy Frostpunk on your Mac? Do you already own the game? Did you buy it when it was initially announced for Mac? How is the game performing for you? Let me know in the comments. While I don't imagine many will watch this video initially because the game is kind of oldish now, I still hope you enjoyed watching regardless. Leave a like to show your support, and subscribe and turn on notifications to stay up to date with everything Apple gaming related. My name's Stewie, and thanks for watching.